begin a career as an electrician, consider several courses of action. Networking with electricians is a crucial first step. Attend industry events to meet professionals in the field. Connect with electricians on LinkedIn to build your network and learn about potential job openings. Reach out to electricians and request informational interviews to gain valuable insights into the local job market and understand what skills and experience are most in demand. Secondly, while the distance to trade schools may be a concern, explore the possibility of attending part-time or online programs. Many trade schools now offer flexible learning options that can fit your schedule. These programs provide the foundational knowledge and skills necessary to succeed as an electrician, covering topics such as electrical theory, safety practices, and wiring techniques. Completing a trade school program can significantly increase your chances of landing an apprenticeship or entry-level position. Thirdly, consider exploring electrical contracting companies that are not part of unions. While non-union companies may offer lower wages initially compared to union positions, they can provide valuable opportunities for on-the-job training and experience. These companies often have a greater need for entry-level helpers and may be more willing to hire individuals without prior experience. Look for smaller companies that focus on residential or commercial electrical work. Next, offer your services for free to gain practical experience and demonstrate your willingness to learn. Approach homeowners or small businesses in your area and offer to assist with minor electrical tasks such as replacing light fixtures, installing outlets, or troubleshooting basic electrical problems. Be sure to emphasize that you are doing this to gain experience and are not charging for your labor. This can be a great way to build your skills and create a portfolio of your work. Volunteering can also provide hands-on experience and potential connections within the electrical industry. Contact local charities or organizations that offer home repair services to low-income individuals or families. Many of these organizations rely on volunteers to assist with electrical repairs and installations. Volunteering can give you the opportunity to work alongside experienced electricians and learn from their expertise, while also making a positive impact in your community. Obtaining relevant certifications can enhance your credibility and demonstrate your commitment to the trade. Consider getting certified in areas such as Occupational Safety and Health Administration, or OSHA 30-hour construction safety, which covers essential safety practices for construction sites. You can also pursue the National Electrical Code, or NEC, certification, which demonstrates your understanding of electrical codes and regulations. These certifications can make you a more attractive candidate to potential employers. Creating a portfolio to showcase your electrical skills and projects is a great way to impress potential employers or clients. Include photos, sketches, or project descriptions that highlight your abilities and experience. If you have worked on any electrical projects, even small ones, document them with photos and detailed descriptions of the work you performed. A well-crafted portfolio can demonstrate your skills and attention to detail. Focus on applying to smaller electrical contractors who may be more willing to hire entry-level helpers. Smaller companies often have more immediate needs and less competition for positions. Research local electrical contractors in your area and target those that specialize in residential or commercial work. Be sure to tailor your resume and cover letter to highlight your skills and experience relevant to the position. It's important to follow up regularly after submitting applications to potential employers. This shows your interest and persistence, and it can help you stand out from other candidates. After submitting an application, wait a week or two and then follow up with a phone call or email to inquire about the status of your application. Be polite and professional, and express your enthusiasm for the opportunity. Lastly, emphasize the transferable skills you gained in the military, such as leadership, teamwork, and attention to detail. These qualities are highly valued in the electrical industry and can give you a competitive edge over other candidates. Highlight your military experience in your resume and cover letter, and be prepared to discuss how your skills and experiences translate to the electrical field. Explain how your military training has prepared you to work effectively in a team, follow instructions, and maintain a high level of attention to detail. Pursuing these courses of action can increase your chances of breaking into the electrical trade and building a successful career. Now let's get into these things in more detail so you understand how to do each of these steps. Networking with electricians requires a proactive approach. Firstly, identify industry events in your area. These might include trade shows, conferences, workshops, or local chapter meetings of professional electrical organizations. Websites of electrical supply companies, trade associations, and local business directories can be useful resources for finding these events. Secondly, prepare a brief introduction about yourself and your career goals. Be ready to explain your interest in becoming an electrician, your relevant skills and experience, and what you hope to gain from networking. Practice your introduction so you can deliver it confidently and concisely. Thirdly, actively engage with electricians at these events. Approach people with a friendly demeanor, introduce yourself, and ask open-ended questions about their work, their career paths, and the challenges and opportunities in the industry. Listen attentively to their responses and show genuine interest in their experiences. Fourthly, use LinkedIn to connect with electricians online. Search for electricians in your area or those who work for companies you're interested in. Send connection requests with a personalized message explaining your interest in their work and your desire to learn more about the electrical trade. Engage with their posts and articles to build relationships and demonstrate your interest in the industry. Fifthly, request informational interviews with electricians. An informational interview is a meeting where you ask an electrician about their career path, their experiences in the industry, and their advice for aspiring electricians. This is a great way to gain insights into the day-to-day realities of the job, the skills and qualifications needed to succeed, and potential job opportunities. Sixthly, prepare a list of questions to ask during the informational interview. Focus on questions that will help you understand the electrician's career path, their experiences in the industry, and their advice for aspiring electricians. Examples of questions include: what do you enjoy most about being an electrician? What are the biggest challenges you face in your job? What skills and qualifications are most important for success in this field? What advice would you give to someone who is just starting out in the electrical trade? And are there any resources or organizations that you would recommend for someone interested in pursuing a career as an electrician? Seventhly, follow up with electricians after networking events and informational interviews. Send a thank you note or email expressing your appreciation for their time and insights. Reiterate your interest in the electrical trade and your desire to learn more. Keep in touch with the electricians you've met and continue to build relationships with them over time. Attending a trade school is a significant investment in your future as an electrician. Firstly, research accredited trade schools in your area or those that offer online programs. Look for schools that have a strong reputation, experienced instructors, and a comprehensive curriculum that covers electrical theory, safety practices, and wiring techniques. Secondly, compare the programs offered by different trade schools. Consider the length of the program, the cost of tuition, the availability of financial aid, and the types of certifications and licenses that the program prepares you for. Choose a program that aligns with your career goals and your budget. Thirdly, investigate the curriculum of the trade school program. Make sure that the program covers all the essential topics such as electrical theory, blueprint reading, National Electrical Code, or NEC requirements, wiring methods, and safety procedures. The curriculum should also include hands-on training in a lab or workshop setting. Fourthly, inquire about the instructors at the trade school. Find out about their qualifications, their experience in the electrical industry, and their teaching methods. The instructors should be knowledgeable, experienced, and able to effectively communicate complex concepts to students. Fifthly, visit the trade school and tour the facilities. This will give you a chance to see the classrooms, labs, and workshops, and to meet with instructors and students. Ask questions about the program and the school's culture. Sixthly, consider the possibility of attending part-time or online programs. If you are unable to attend a full-time trade school program due to work or family obligations, look for schools that offer part-time or online options. These programs may be more flexible and convenient for your schedule. Seventhly, explore financial aid options to help pay for trade school tuition. Many trade schools offer financial aid programs such as grants, loans, and scholarships. You may also be eligible for federal or state financial aid. Contact the trade school's financial aid office to learn more about your options. Considering non-union options can provide opportunities for on-the-job training. Firstly, research electrical contracting companies in your area that are not part of unions. You can find these companies by searching online, checking local business directories, or asking for recommendations from electricians you know. Secondly, contact non-union electrical contracting companies and inquire about job openings. Be prepared to submit a resume and cover letter and to participate in an interview. Highlight your skills, your experience, and your eagerness to learn. Thirdly, inquire about on-the-job training opportunities. Ask the company if they offer apprenticeship programs, mentorship programs, or other forms of on-the-job training. Find out what types of tasks and projects you would be assigned to and how you would be supervised and evaluated. Fourthly, be prepared to start at a lower wage. Non-union companies may offer lower wages initially compared to union positions. However, the opportunity to gain valuable on-the-job training and experience can be worth the lower pay. As you gain experience and demonstrate your skills, you can negotiate for higher wages. Fifthly, focus on smaller companies that specialize in residential or commercial electrical work. Smaller companies often have a greater need for entry-level helpers and may be more willing to hire individuals without prior experience. They may also offer a more hands-on learning environment where you can gain a wider range of skills. Sixthly, be willing to work hard and learn quickly. On-the-job training can be challenging, but it can also be very rewarding. Be prepared to work long hours, to follow instructions carefully, and to ask questions when you don't understand something. The more you learn, the more valuable you will become to the company. Seventhly, seek out mentorship from experienced electricians. If possible, find an experienced electrician who is willing to mentor you and provide guidance. A mentor can help you learn the ropes, avoid common mistakes, and advance your career. Offering your services for free can provide practical experience. Firstly, identify homeowners or small businesses in your area that may need assistance with minor electrical tasks. You can find potential clients by asking friends, family, and neighbors, or by posting on social media. Secondly, approach homeowners or small businesses and offer to assist with minor electrical tasks for free. Be sure to explain that you are doing this to gain experience and are not charging for your labor. This can help to alleviate any concerns they may have about your qualifications. Thirdly, offer to assist with tasks such as replacing light fixtures, installing outlets, troubleshooting basic electrical problems, or running low-voltage wiring. Be sure to only offer to perform tasks that you are comfortable with and that you are qualified to do safely. Fourthly, obtain any necessary permits or approvals before starting any electrical work. Some electrical tasks may require a permit from the local building department. Be sure to check with the building department to determine if a permit is required and to obtain the necessary approvals before starting any work. Fifthly, follow all safety precautions when performing electrical work. Always turn off the power to the circuit before working on it, use insulated tools, and wear appropriate personal protective equipment. If you are not sure how to perform a task safely, ask for help from an experienced electrician. Sixthly, document your work with photos and detailed descriptions. This will help you to build a portfolio of your work that you can present to potential employers or clients. Include photos of the completed project, as well as descriptions of the tasks you performed and the materials you used. Seventhly, be professional and courteous when working with homeowners or small businesses. Arrive on time, be respectful of their property, and clean up after yourself. This will help you to build a positive reputation and increase your chances of getting referrals. Volunteering can provide hands-on experience and potential connections. Firstly, contact local charities or organizations that offer home repair services to low-income individuals or families. Many of these organizations rely on volunteers to assist with electrical repairs and installations. You can find these organizations by searching online, checking local directories, or contacting your local United Way. Secondly, inquire about volunteer opportunities that involve electrical work. Ask the organization if they have any need for volunteers to assist with electrical repairs, installations, or troubleshooting. Be sure to explain your skills and experience and your eagerness to learn. Thirdly, be prepared to undergo a background check and training. Some organizations may require volunteers to undergo a background check and to complete a training program before they can participate in electrical work. This is to ensure the safety of the volunteers and the clients they serve. Fourthly, follow all safety precautions when performing electrical work. Always turn off the power to the circuit before working on it, use insulated tools, and wear appropriate personal protective equipment. If you are not sure how to perform a task safely, ask for help from an experienced electrician. Fifthly, work under the supervision of an experienced electrician. Most volunteer organizations that offer electrical services will have experienced electricians on staff who can supervise volunteers and provide guidance. Be sure to follow their instructions carefully and to ask questions if you are unsure about anything. Sixthly, document your work with photos and detailed descriptions. This will help you to build a portfolio of your work that you can present to potential employers or clients. Include photos of the completed project, as well as descriptions of the tasks you performed and the materials used. Seventhly, network with other volunteers and staff members. Volunteering is a great way to meet other people who are interested in the electrical trade and to make connections that could lead to future job opportunities. Be sure to exchange contact information with other volunteers and staff members and to stay in touch with them after your volunteer experience is over. Getting certified can enhance your credibility and demonstrate your commitment. Firstly, research relevant certifications that are recognized in the electrical industry. Some popular certifications include OSHA 30I Construction Safety, National Electrical Code, or NEC certification, and certifications offered by organizations such as the National Center for Construction Education and Research, or NCSER. Secondly, determine the requirements for each certification. Most certifications require you to complete a training program, pass an exam, and pay a fee. Be sure to check the specific requirements for each certification before you begin the process. Thirdly, enroll in a training program that prepares you for the certification exam. Many trade schools, community colleges, and online training providers offer courses that prepare you for various electrical certifications. Choose a program that is accredited and that has a good reputation. Fourthly, study the material and practice for the exam. The certification exams can be challenging, so it's important to study the material thoroughly and to practice with sample questions. Many certification providers offer study guides and practice exams to help you prepare. Fifthly, take the certification exam. Once you feel confident that you are ready, schedule and take the certification exam. Be sure to bring all the necessary materials, such as your identification and your exam registration confirmation. Sixthly, maintain your certification. Most certifications require you to renew your certification periodically by completing continuing education courses or passing a recertification exam. Be sure to keep track of your certification expiration date and to complete the renewal requirements in a timely manner. Seventhly, highlight your certifications on your resume and in your job interviews. Be sure to list your certifications on your resume and to mention them in your job interviews. Explain how your certifications have helped you to develop your skills and knowledge, and how they make you a more qualified candidate for the job. Creating a portfolio showcases your skills. Firstly, gather photos, sketches, or project descriptions of your electrical work. Include examples of your best work that demonstrate your skills and experience. Be sure to get permission from your clients or employers before including their projects in your portfolio. Secondly, organize your portfolio in a professional and easy-to-navigate format. You can create a physical portfolio using a binder or a portfolio case, or you can create a digital portfolio using a website or a presentation software. Be sure to label each project clearly and to include a brief description of the work you performed. Thirdly, include a variety of projects that showcase your skills in different areas of electrical work. For example, you could include projects that demonstrate your skills in residential wiring, commercial wiring, industrial wiring, low voltage wiring, and troubleshooting. Fourthly, highlight your accomplishments and the challenges you overcame in each project. This will show potential employers or clients that you are able to solve problems and to deliver high-quality work. Fifthly, obtain testimonials from satisfied clients or employers. Testimonials can be a powerful way to showcase your skills and to build trust with potential clients or employees. Ask your clients or employers if they would be willing to write a brief testimonial about your work. Sixthly, update your portfolio regularly with new projects and accomplishments. This will show potential employers or clients that you are continuously learning and improving your skills. Seventhly, present your portfolio to potential employees or clients in a professional and confident manner. When presenting your portfolio, be sure to highlight your skills and accomplishments, and to explain how your work can benefit them. Targeting smaller companies is effective. Firstly, research smaller electrical contractors in your area. You can find these companies by searching online, checking local business directories, or asking for recommendations from electricians you know. Focus on companies that specialize in residential or commercial electrical work, as these companies often have a greater need for entry-level helpers. Secondly, visit the websites of smaller electrical contractors and look for job openings. Many companies will post job openings on their websites, or you can submit your resume and cover letter even if there are no current openings. Thirdly, contact smaller electrical contractors directly and inquire about job openings. You can call the company or send an email to the hiring manager. Be sure to introduce yourself, explain your skills and experience, and express your interest in working for their company. Fourthly, emphasize your willingness to learn and your strong work ethic. Smaller companies often value employees who are willing to work hard and to learn new skills. Be sure to highlight your willingness to learn and your strong work ethic in your resume, cover letter, and job interviews. Fifthly, be prepared to start at an entry-level position. Smaller companies may not have as many opportunities for advancement as larger companies, so be prepared to start at an entry-level position and to work your way up. Sixthly, network with electricians who work for smaller companies. Networking can be a great way to learn about job openings and to get your foot in the door. Attend industry events, join online forums, or reach out to electricians you know and ask if they know of any openings at smaller companies. Seventhly, be persistent in your job search. Finding a job at a smaller company can take time, so be persistent and don't give up. Keep applying for jobs, networking with electricians, and following up with companies you've contacted. Following up regularly is necessary. Firstly, keep track of the applications you have submitted. Create a spreadsheet or a document to track the companies you have applied to, the dates you applied, and the contact information of the hiring managers. This will help you to stay organized and to follow up effectively. Secondly, wait a week or two after submitting your application before following up. This will give the hiring manager time to review your application and to decide whether or not to schedule an interview. Thirdly, follow up with a phone call or an email. Choose the method of communication that you are most comfortable with. A phone call can be more personal, but an email can be more convenient with a hiring manager. Fourthly, be polite and professional in your follow-up message. Thank the hiring manager for their time and consideration and reiterate your interest in the position. Briefly highlight your skills and experience and explain why you are a good fit for the company. Fifthly, ask about the status of your application and the next steps in the hiring process. This will show the hiring manager that you are proactive and engaged in the process. Sixthly, be prepared to leave a voicemail or send a follow-up email if you don't reach the hiring manager on your first attempt. Don't give up after one try. Seventhly, be persistent but not pushy in your follow-up efforts. Follow up every week or two until you hear back from the hiring manager. However, be careful not to be too pushy, as this could annoy the hiring manager and hurt your chances of getting the job. Emphasizing your military experience is a plus. Firstly, identify the transferable skills you gained in the military that are relevant to the electrical industry. These skills may include leadership, teamwork, attention to detail, problem solving, and discipline. Secondly, highlight these transferable skills on your resume. Use action verbs to describe your accomplishments and to demonstrate how your skills have benefited your previous employers. Thirdly, provide specific examples of how you have used these skills in your military experience. This will help the hiring manager to understand how your skills translate to the electrical industry. Fourthly, emphasize your ability to work in a team. The electrical industry often requires electricians to work in teams, so it's important to emphasize your ability to work effectively with others. Fifthly, highlight your attention to detail. Electrical work requires a high level of accuracy and attention to detail, so be sure to emphasize your ability to follow instructions carefully and to avoid mistakes. Sixthly, showcase your problem-solving skills. Electricians often have to solve complex problems, so be sure to highlight your ability to analyze situations, identify problems, and develop effective solutions. Seventhly, emphasize your discipline and work ethic. The electrical industry can be demanding, so it's important to emphasize your discipline and your willingness to work hard.